this family?
Campbell feels like home. It feels like a safe place for my children, and that's always been a focus for me as a mom growing up. I've always wanted, they've always been in Christian education. We homeschooled a couple of them for a couple years, but I've always wanted them to be in a safe place, not only where they could explore the gifts that God has given them, but that they could grow their faith as well and find like-minded students to support them in their journey. And I think that is what Campbell has given to my children.
You look at your two children now, and in the video, they won't know they're here, but just so you get
Right.
reference, with them right there.
Sure.
What are you most proud of what they've done and what they've accomplished?
They are just very confident, strong leaders in the community. They love the Lord. They serve God. I think my daughter is the kindest person I have ever met, and I mean that sincerely. My son is he had a traumatic brain injury about 5 years ago. He was hit when a tree fell over on him during Hurricane Florence. And honestly, I think it made him smarter because he has this capacity now to hold information. He really honed in on what it is he wants to do with his life. And so I am most proud of the fact that they, first of all, love the Lord, and second of all, are just determined to be a positive force for the kingdom of God in this world using the gifts he's given them.
How would you, and this is broad intentionally, so you can answer it as you see fit, how would you say faith defines this family?
It's everything. I joke around that when I was born, my parents named me Faith Elaine, but they've always called me by my middle name, Elaine, and I think that is a perfect analogy for the tension that exists in my personal life, the struggle between my faith and my Elaine. But faith is everything to us. It's why we get up every day. It's why we love like we do. It's why we serve like we do, because we understand that what began in us so long ago is leading us towards home. We're just on a pilgrimage to go back to the Lord, and so while we tarry here, we do His work. It's everything to us. Faith is the grounding.
To be on this campus this weekend and to be honored as Family of the Year at Campbell, what do you think that means to you personally?
I think my initial reaction is to say that there's so many other families that could equally share this spotlight, but I take it as yet another undeserved grace of God, that He just He has shown us so much favor over the years, through my sickness, through Jaden's sickness, through all the moves we've made, that this is just another opportunity for us to say thanks, to breathe in the goodness of it, and to just know that we're nothing special on paper, but we just receive it as a gift and are so grateful for everything Campbell has done for our family over the years. And not just what we've done over the years, but what it's gonna mean in the future. Because what's been planted here in this season of 3 of my children's lives will continue to multiply for years to come in ways that we will not live to see. So I'm grateful for that.
As a mom, how nice or valuable or precious is it to spend time with these folks all the time?
Well, I don't know what I'm going to do when it's just me and the husband. I've spent my entire life devoted to them. In fact, my oldest son, who graduated from here, I had him when I was 23. So in a lot of ways, we've grown up together. I've been a mom more than half of my life now. I wouldn't trade it for anything. It'll be interesting to see how we navigate these next steps. So these years with the kids have been the most treasure of my life.
What, and I know you mentioned a lot of different stories of things this family's been through or experienced or seen, but what is something that people you want people to know about the Olson family. And I know there's certain things, hey, you can look up this, that, the other, but something like, hey, this is what makes our family unique or different or kind of, and maybe that's the wrong word, but.
Well, I think, what I would say off the top of my head is that just from a personal level, I'm a person who's known a lot of grace in my life. I've not been the perfect daughter, the perfect wife, the perfect mom, but I've always known the Lord, even at a very young age, and His grace has just carried me into this crazy adventure of motherhood. If you would have asked me before I had kids, how many will you have, or how many should you have, no one would have said 4. Of all the people on the earth that probably should not have had 4 kids, I would probably have been at the top, because it's just been a learning curve. But it has been my great privilege. I think it's also been part of my perfection, because these experiences have made me a better person. We are just a family who is authentic and who loves, and I often tell people that Billy and I may not have secured ourselves a mansion here on this side of the veil of eternity, but I have 4 kids who genuinely love the Lord. And that is a treasure that cannot be measured by a checkbook or a stock market. I'm good to go.
Anything else you'd like to add?
I would like to add that I think it's great that my daughter has done this video. You asked Billy the process. There wasn't much of a process. We just kind of went with it on the fly. But I'm very pleased that we're here in this time.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.